landing. The wind is starting to blow. The clouds are coming in. We're on our way to Henderson. We're going to sit on top of the parking structure at the Sunset Station Hotel. There's a big lightning strike. Staying south of the city right now, but it's menacing. Live in Las Vegas. Cash or Crash Keno, checking out the weather again. Not sure if the storms will come all the way over the mountains and hit the city. We're going to get as close as we can without getting into any kind of danger here. New rules go into effect at midnight tonight. Face masks for everybody. Live in Vegas on our way to Henderson. Clouds are a little bit ominous. There is some lightning hitting the ground. Still hanging out by the hills. You can see the rain coming down on the hills. The wind blowing pretty good right now. We're headed that direction. Impressive rain. Yeah, indoors only with the mask, but indoors everywhere. And it's amazing how it just immediately went from everything's cool to, oh, we might have a problem, to everyone has to wear them. I was just at a convenience store, however, and the sign out front said absolutely no service unless you're wearing a mask. And the only person in there wearing a mask was the cashier. And there was at least 7 other people shopping, nobody wearing a mask. I made my soft drink, stood 5.5 feet away from everybody, eventually paid for my stuff behind a plexiglass thick enough that it could stop a bullet, and got out of there. Now we're down in Henderson as the edge of the storm is starting to hit in this area. We were down here a few nights ago after the rain. I gotta believe right now in the hills just south of here, it's raining pretty heavily. And if we can get turned around here, we'll be able to see that. Planes are still taking off and landing from the east here, or have been. We'll see if that changes. Some interesting weather here in Las Vegas recently. Down in the deserts, Arizona as well. What are your feelings about indoor masks? Go ahead and put them in the chat. I like wearing them when I'm amongst people I don't know. I may just do that for the rest of my life. Plus, it's a fashion accessory. I have mine bedazzled with my channel name on it. Still 102 degrees right there, according to that sign. Heavy wind. Threatening skies and 102 degrees. A little difficult to drive in the wind. Must be right in the front area of it. You can see the rain coming down straight ahead. We'll actually go to the rain instead of waiting for the rain to come to us. Don't have my weather maps with me to check out the cloud or where it's covering or what it's doing, but I can feel the headwinds right now blowing really strong. Huge lightning strike to the right. We can't capture some of that. A couple of planes above me landing, so they're still coming in from the east. They haven't diverted the landing patterns yet for McCarran International Airport. Heavy wind blowing. We're going to storm chase tonight. Instead of waiting for it to come to us, we're going to go right to it. It's nice to have the sun blocked. It takes the excessive heat away. Looks like a bigger storm to our right. Down in the the Silverado Ranch area. A lot of rain can cause traffic problems, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Really hasn't moved into the city yet. Ramp's closed. Okay, that's a different ramp. That's not our ramp. Off in the distance to the left there's some rain. Oh, we got some sprinkles coming down now in the car, so it's we're at the edge of it right here. You see the roadway starting to get a little bit wet. Not major yet. Hear it hitting the windshield. Rain is good. Too much rain, not so much. Big raindrops now. Where's a haunted casino? That's a great triple threat there. I love that idea. Storm chasing and haunted Keno. Yeah. They do it all. Just getting down here. This is the roadway to take you out of Nevada towards Arizona. This is where we ended up last storm, and it quit raining here at that point. Ground was pretty wet. Didn't really see much standing water, but then eventually it came down from the hills and a lot of flood situations. I did notice the way I've been parking for the last 2 weeks here that the side of my vehicle that the sun has been on, all the paint is cracked in 2 weeks. So I got to park a different way, give it equal time. Don't want to get that farmer tan on your vehicle. Oh yeah, this is a big wind. Yeah. Holy cow. Barely keeping on the road here. Straight at us and from the right side. All the new housing going in there, the base of the mountain to the right. The moratorium on evictions being lifted this weekend, there's talk in Las Vegas that home prices will soften. But right now they're through the roof, so to speak, because there's not that much available. I saw some reports that in Arizona up to 80,000 families are in trouble. See how it affects Las Vegas. Condos haven't gone up in value as much as single-family homes recently, so there might be a safe haven there. Oh yeah. Feels a little bit cooler over here now. It's nice to not have all the construction barricades out on the road when it rains like this. Storm chasing 2021. Joining us, we're in Henderson, Nevada right now. Ominous clouds surrounding the mountains south of Las Vegas. Very hot day today. Can feel the humidity all day. Set up perfectly for cloud formation. Big strong winds, headwinds. Right now it's just a nice, cooling, relaxing rain. Surprised at the lack of traffic. It's 6:45 at night. Really not that many people on the roadway. Haven't seen any National Weather Service warnings come out yet. Just noticed the big nasty clouds. Got some feedback on the cracked windshield earlier. Appreciate that. Love a Hende. Would love a new windshield. We'll dedicate tonight's super chat money to windshield replacement. How's that? Someone in a hurry. Long drive, half a mile. How's it going? Thanks for checking in. Driving and watching the screen. I'm going to do mostly the driving. Every once in a while I'll be able to check the screen for chat, so be nice amongst each other. We're going to turn around and go the other way. I think there's a bigger storm on the other side as you head towards California. Not that we want the bigger storms, but to be more fun. So we'll take the College Road exit here, do a roundabout, get back on the highway and go the other way. You'll be able to see downtown Las Vegas and the Strip. Are you down in this area down here? Are these the dark clouds above your house? There's like 4 different storms around the city. There's up by Nellis, looks like there's a huge storm. There's down here by Henderson / Boulder City, and College of Southern Nevada area right here. It's where Bryce Harper went to school. He was in college here when I was here running the casinos back in the day. Pretty good ticket to get back then. A little junior college action with a future major leaguer. Coming back over the hill here, you'll get to see what's going on with the rain going down into the city. Let's see if I can't get that turned back on that chat there. The other night people were getting nasty to each other. What was that about? That's a great question, Philip. I don't know. I guess I need more moderators, get people friendly. We don't want to have to kick people off, but we don't want negativity and nastiness. There's plenty of other channels for that. My goodness, there's so many opportunities for that somewhere else. See the rain off to the left there? It's real heavy in the mountains. 7 Hills, I believe, area is what that's called. Maybe not. We're going to go back over. You're going to see downtown Vegas, the rain between us and it, between the Strip. Kind of a silhouette with the sun still hanging high in the sky. Kind of a neat look right there with the sun on top of the mountain. Close encounter style visual. There's the Strip. Still have plenty of sunshine on the Strip. They're not covered with clouds or anything yet, so it's kind of a cameo silhouette. Later on, if the rain's coming down and the lights are on, it's a spectacular view. We may do a couple lives tonight. We're going to do this one. We'll chase the storm for a little bit, and we'll gather ourselves and maybe do one later on as well. I'm smelling some Keno later on. Thursday nights is a multiple point night at Sunset Station. I take advantage of that. Some sort of multiplier for locals on Thursdays. There's downtown. There's the Stratosphere and the Strip. It's kind of like they would etch in a plate or on a postcard or a dish. That's what it would look like. That's look at the great sun rays coming down too. That's very nice. No trouble at all on the windshield. I totally get it. It's trust me, it's bothersome to me. I actually have a few videos that I've titled "Broken Windshield Productions." No hard time at all. Completely understand. It's almost like bifocal lenses when you do it a certain way there, and it's hard to see. So. Totally appreciate it. So I kind of have it turned off. The stand I put in my vehicle here to put the camera on, I can't move. It's got some sort of glue on it, and any other person probably would have went and got a secondary stand, but I try to muscle my way through it. We're gonna get up on the freeway and head towards the west side. Looks like Summerlin, Red Rock area is just getting hammered right now with rain. If you're in the Vegas area and you're getting rain on you, put it in the chat. Let us know where you're at. I'll be happy to chase the storm to your neighborhood. This channel's still in its infancy, even though we're pushing 1,400 subscribers. We're still in our infancy, still trying to learn how to do everything. Appreciate everyone's support. We just added a new membership level to the channel for $1.99 a month. If you would like to support, and we're going to start a membership drive. It's only $2 a month. We get like half that. I think YouTube takes the other half, but that will help defer the costs of gasoline and gaming losses and all that kind of stuff. And then you'll get access to videos that are released only for channel members. See off to the right there, that's the way you would head towards Salt Lake City and Mesquite and all that. It's over by Nellis Air Force Base. Heavy rain coming down over there, right off the lake. Sun hanging in the sky with a cloud cover in front. Neat. So you can see off in the distance the rain coming down with the sunshine behind it there. It's over in the Red Rock, Summerlin area. And I just about bought myself a classic truck. Got a plane taking off into that storm. That's pretty cool. Pardon me while I keep my eye on the road for a few moments here. It is hands-free, it just can't be eyes-free. I think we had a loss of signal here last storm in the area, so stay with me. If it buffers a little bit, which it may do, I'll get right back on. I'll just keep hitting the button here. But we did lose it right in this area last time. Looks like we're still with each other right now. I'm going to pull away from the median. Maybe there's some sort of a metal reinforced cement causing radio interference or something. David's up in Canada, and I'm down until they change the testing regulations. That's smart. Don't travel. If I got some friends that are trying to get out of Alaska to drive down to the state, they can't get through Canada either. You got to do you. You got to pick and choose. Do what's right for you and your family. There's a bunch of knuckleheads in this town, though, that just, whatever their disease, and there's so many of them to share here. Beautiful sunset, even though it's still got a couple hours to go, or an hour to go, hour and a half. Got some ominous clouds down here. We're gonna head down Interstate 15. Just a sprinkle, pretty good sprinkle. Cloud cover does make a huge difference in the temperature, though. The car is able to cool down a bit. The overheating of the camera, that's all part of it as well. Anytime it's on the dash and I'm driving, it fries constantly. I need to get a white one or a pink one with sequins or something to keep it from absorbing all the heat. Special welcome to our Texas family. Guess there's a get-together this weekend with some of them in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Enjoy. We're blessed to have travel benefits with working both in the hotel and airline industries amongst our family. Now we just figure out how to do the food and gas thing. Philip, a Princess phone I think would be perfect. I think that would actually work. I wonder if you can get the upgraded iPhone or Android with the rotary dial on it. That would be spectacular. I think I'm gonna create that app. copywriting it right now. It's a rotary dial feature on your phone. Don't want to have a nothing burger, but we also don't want any problems for anyone. Just want to enjoy the weather. It is kind of a beautiful sky, though. See the rain coming down. Sprinkles on top of us. We're going to go south on 15. There's a huge cloud there. Nothing else that'll help wash away the dust off the vehicle. I jump on St. Rose Parkway, but there's too many traffic lights. It's heading right for the storm. There's too many traffic lights. We'll take the freeway. Head down by South Point, the M. The M being Radar's favorite casino. A little sprinkle going on. Back up by Eastern Avenue. We started out over in the Arts District. We took Cheyenne down to the Boulder Highway down to Henderson, and just kept on going. We're doing a big circle here. The sun over there on top of Mount Charleston area somewhat. If you come to Vegas in the wintertime and you want to go play in the snow, check out the Mount Charleston Resort. On the other side of those mountains is Pahrump. And they have some special services available in Pahrump that they don't offer in Vegas. I think one of them is a full tire rotation, complimentary. The other one you got to pay a lot for. This is the 515 headed towards the Strip now. We've done a right turn north. You can see the Strip. We can still make it to Cheyenne. And funny guy. See the stratosphere, you see all the stuff there, the skyline. It'll be better as we turn a little bit west up here by the airport. The airport hasn't slowed down. They're still taking off and landing right now with this weather. They may have to change their approach pattern from the north to the south, the way the wind is blowing. I've landed here in the wind. It's not fun. It's almost like landing in Phoenix when it's 120 degrees. The heat off the ground fights the airplane from trying to land. It's very bumpy. I'm no aerodynamicist, but understand somewhat how that works. The heat off the ground rises as you're trying to put your plane down. Rental car return. Getting close to the airport. Once we get up here to the 15, we'll go south. The question is, would I recommend moving to Las Vegas? And there's 3 reasons you want to move to Las Vegas. 1, you have a job here. There's plenty of jobs available right now. There's a demand for skilled talent, for frontline talent, for service talent, all over the place here. So if you have a job here, come on out. The other is if you have housing before you get here, great reason to come on out here. Right now, it's very difficult to find housing. So you want to make sure you got that covered before you head on out. And the other one is if you enjoy a life of energy and excitement and craziness and unpredictability, no greater place than Las Vegas for that. If you're an entertainer and you don't want to do the LA or New York thing, Vegas is a great place to start your career. If you're a stand-up comic, there's 800 places you can go to and work on your craft. If you want to be a singer, dancer, show person, and you want to work your way through that process, it's probably easier in Las Vegas than it is in LA, in the sense that there's more shows that change constantly here. I've never been to Broadway. I don't know how off-Broadway shows work or how they do casting there. But knowing how the Clarion Hotel Casino ran and the Hooters Casino with our showrooms, we had the old Debbie Reynolds showroom, we had the Wolf Theater, we had the launching pad, we had all kinds of showrooms at the Clarion Greek Isles, and every show that came to town would come talk to us about, you know, how much is it for the showroom, is there ticket sharing, how does it work? And so there's always somebody coming to town, and once they decided to put a show on, the casting call would go out. You need backup dancers, you need ticket takers, you need sound professionals, you need camera people, lighting people, and it's almost immediate, or was almost immediate at that time. If you had those skills or desire, you would get a job. And we had many shows come in constantly. Some of them would last a few months, some would last a couple of years. Some of them were trial shows. We had one of the Penn and Teller combo testing some shows at our hotel, and it was fantastic to have him out there in the show. It opened and closed right away because they weren't funny. Had some singing and dancing shows that were hard to watch and listen to, and then there's some really good shows. A green card to get into, from Canada to the US to do your stuff? I don't know. Nowadays, I'm not sure you need any kind of paperwork, do you? That was almost political, I apologize. Yeah, if you want to do it the right way, certainly. The green card, I think a mint card would work. All right, there we go. There's some rain. That's the way we're headed. It's a big city here. There's lots to do. There's a bunch of places that are just dying for help. And if you're willing to work, if you're willing to jump in, and one of the things, I just hired some folks for the new hotel to provide security, with the idea that that's the only job I currently have as we do construction and we're building out. But if you want to be in the business, if you want to advance a career, if you would like to be in the rooms department or food and beverage or entertainment or whatever it might be that we're doing, you're already here once you take this job. And then as we get to the next level of we need these positions filled, you don't even have to go through the interview process. You're already on the payroll. You're already showing us your skill set versus then the casting calls for staffing. And a lot of the staffing out here, beverage entertainers, they're not cocktail waitresses. They're entertainers who serve beverages. And if you go to places like the Rio or even down at the D downtown and other places, they have the ladies are dancing, the gentlemen are dancing, and then they go serve cocktails. And it's all part of the beverage-tainer concept of they can pick and choose based upon your skill set outside of beverage service to cast you within that world. It's almost a Disney thing where you're all cast members regardless of your role. You know what, we're going to do the rain, then we're coming back to the Silverton because we're going to go into the Bass Pro Shop and look at the fish. It is spectacular. If you've never been there. I just got excited. I just saw that. Anyway, enough on moving to Vegas, other than when I left back in 2014 and I went to different cities and managed a bunch of hotels and built hotels and all that, always wanted to get back. You've been here 30 times, but only on the Strip. Okay, yeah, well, it is completely different. The Strip is a whole different world, just like Fremont is a whole different world from the Strip. And the outlying areas, there's places here you can go and there's no gaming. Boulder City, I think, is a gaming-free zone. No casinos really down there. You have to go to the Railroad Pass, or you have to go on the other side to the Hoover Dam Hotel. But there's all kinds of places that you can live and not really be a part of Las Vegas culture, if you will. But you can also live right down in an apartment across from a casino. They need staff, there's housing, and there's still plenty of land to build as well. South Point Resort here on the left. But down in this area, there's land over here on the left side that's going to be the high-speed train. It's going to be the high-speed train station. Ex-girlfriend and I went to Greece on vacation, ended up working in a bar there for the summer, paid for her trip. That's awesome. That's another thing you can do here. Come on down, you want to spend a couple months, get a job right away, you know, work it. They'll hire you temporarily, part-time. They're so desperate. And just be honest with them, you know, hey, I want to work for 2 months. I'll find a job for you. Cleveland, Ohio loves you, brother. We thank you for the channel. Have you ever played at Jack's Casino in Cleveland, Ohio? I have never been to Cleveland, Ohio that I remember. I've been to Dayton and I drove through something. I don't remember what it was. It's Southern Ohio. Oh, I've been to Cincinnati a boatload of times, and then I drove from Cincinnati to Indianapolis, so I've been all over Ohio. But I have not been to that casino. That'd be fun. You're from Akron. Okay, very cool. Thanks, Ben. Nice name. Akron is a hotbed for flipping homes right now. I used to work with some folks that were flipping homes up there. We're trying to import tiles and cabinetry and stuff from overseas for them. Then when this opportunity came up in Vegas, I said, see ya, going to Vegas. We're going to drive down here to the M Resort. You may just pull off there. We'll play it by ear. I don't really make rules here. Copy that. You drove through something. Okay, cool. I appreciate that you appreciate the channel. I work hard at it when I can. I've got other responsibilities which draw me away too often. But the goal is to become self-sufficient at some point here, and for the fun and for the living of it. Right now, the ad share is not that answer. We got to come up with other ways to do it. I've got a couple other channels that working right now. Bigger Bets, Bigger Wins has about 50. You said you're thinking about moving, but your wife being hesitant. Well, you know, you got to consider all the aspects of it, because there are negatives out here as well. I mean, there's so many things to draw your attention away from what your focus on life was, that, you know, there's a lot of despair and sadness and just horrible situations out here too. And that's all part of life of cities, but it's exasperated out here when, you know, people sit there and decide, I've got $10 left, do I bring home milk for the kids, or do I go try to double that at a casino? And then they end up with zero, and then the kids get no milk, and that stuff happens. The same way as one guy will hit the $10 million jackpot on the Mega Millions, and everyone thinks that everyone does that. Her boss tells her that gangs are bigger, and that scares her. Well, gangs are everywhere. Gangs are everywhere. It's like any city, and this is what we tell everyone in every city I have a hotel in. People pull into your parking lot because it's safe to park here. It's not safe to park anywhere anymore. So you have to take precautions. You have to know the area. There are areas of this town that I will not go to. There was, if you were watching our live the other night, drove to the Aztec Inn, which I wanted to actually go in and play Penny Keno. But as soon as I got there, I got that sense, I got that feeling, and I just kept on driving. It was not the time to stop. It was not the time to be there. Even though it's at the base of the Stratosphere Hotel Casino, very well lit, right across from a massive, you know, functioning casino with security and all that, scared the bzzz out of me. Thank you. I can't read whatever that is, so hopefully that's positive stuff. Stratus lovers, and then a bunch of different words or different letters together that I don't understand. I apologize. Try to be as multilingual as I can. Translate, I'm not really good. Let's see here. I gotta figure out how to get some power. The phone is saying it's down to 10. I do have a backup charger that I brought. I can figure that out. Good wind, good rain coming down now. Stormy weather here. 3 a.m. at the Strat. Coming out, I mean, inside is fine. Coming out is a little bit of a rough area. They call it the Naked City, and I'm not sure why. Lost track? Come on. There's no way that happened. All right. Get some. Pardon me while I dig around for my backup battery here. It's one of the first purchases I did after we kept losing power all the time. In the middle of a great live event, and then power would go out. Of course, think that I'd have it all situated. Beer and gambling. Well, that'll do it to you. That will do it to you. And there's that. Oh my goodness. Everything but the backup battery. Almost there. Why am I following the truck? because the biggest misconception about Vegas is the question, and that would be that everyone is a winner. Very few people leave here with money. Very few people leave here with money. And that's because whatever you won, you're going to think you can win more than that. You can win better than that. The next one's going to be bigger. And we demonstrate that constantly. We demonstrate that no matter what you win, there's always a bigger jackpot. And so we're going to put that money back in the machine because, you know, someone wins $100, they're like, I don't need $100, I need $100,000. And so they're willing to risk that 100 and then they lose it. If you're able to walk out of a casino with a win, that's a big deal. The other misconception is that it's close to everything. It's close by air, but you know, LA is really hard, 4 hours, 5 hours away. Very hard. It's on a Sunday morning, it's 16 hours away. You get tied up in this traffic. This traffic on this road backs up for about 16 miles to the California border. It's close to Salt Lake City. It's only about 8 hours away. It's close to Phoenix, only about 6.5 hours away. They're not that hard of a drive if you're used to driving 10 or 15 hours, but if it's your first time on the road, it takes a while to get there. All right, we're gonna turn around. We're not getting the rain I thought we would. We're gonna head back towards the Silverton and go check out, actually I wonder if I can turn around. There may not even be an exit up here for another 15 miles. But the Silverton has the Bass Pro Shop, and they've got all the fish and wildlife and all the stuff there. They actually have the aquariums loaded with all kinds of fish. It's like going to an actual aquarium. It's fantastic. Anytime I have people in town, that's one of the have-tos. Totally recommended by Cash or Crash Keno and all of our sites. But you want to go to the Silverton and check out the Bass Pro Shop. I like taking the family there. They all start shopping around for sporting goods and looking at all the stuff while I sneak away to the restroom for about 15, 20 minutes. And after I lose it all, I go back and then we hustle everyone to the car and we take off. If I win, we get some stuff. It says you always stayed at Harrah's, you won 25 grand. That's awesome. I had a streak in 2012. I forget the exact amount of taxes I ended up paying that year, but it was a lot. I kept hitting the 7 out of 7 on dollar Keno for $7,000. I'd hit it with the dimes for $2,800, and I did it with the nickels for $1,400. Hit a $2,000 jackpot on some random nickel machine down at the plaza, and came back from China on a business trip with China, Korea, and came back and was tired, but I couldn't sleep, so I went to the Silver Sevens. And it might have been Terribles at the time, or Silver Sevens. I remember sitting down at the machine and just started playing, and I hit multiple progressives, and that was about $5,000. Vegas Knights fan says the biggest misconception is that nobody actually lived there, that there's no community. That is a big misconception. There is lots of community here. There's lots of transplanted people. There's lots of folks here. Straight royal flush and let it ride. Wow. But there's really large, big communities. There's people that take care of each other. There's different social groups, church groups, organizations. There's a lot of people that put their heart and soul back into the community. So that's, as being a transient community, maybe 30, 40 years ago, but not now. There's enough people here, 2.5, 3.5 million people. Whereas before it was just a bunch of dealers and doormen and security guards. The occasional Frank Sinatra. But we got ourselves into a 15-mile trip here. This is good. We'll get a chance to see the world's largest Chevron station. I feel like I'm Chevy Chase in Vacation. So this truck we've passed, he's passed us, we're going to pass him again. This road is heavy with police, especially during the Friday arrivals and the Sunday departures. So as soon as you get into Nevada from California, you want to gun it, because you see it in the movies. You can drive 150 miles an hour and you're into Vegas in a few moments. It's not necessarily true. The average housing cost right now is think in your community what is the next level of home that you can't afford, and then multiply that by 150%, and that's probably Vegas. It is outrageously overpriced right now. 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome that in another community, I don't even know what that community is, but some other community, let's say it's 150,000. Here would be 250. Houses that 10 years ago cost $120,000, we popped out there for a moment. 250 go, you might get something for that. In the suburbs, just outside of the city, not at all. 10 years ago, you could have got yourself a palatial estate. They were giving them away. Get yourself a nice condo for that, possibly. Get yourself a really bad condo for that. There's a lot of downtown redevelopment areas that they're building a multifamily and redoing a lot of the businesses there. So the trucker doesn't want you to pass. It's like, yeah, it is like Duel. Here he goes again. Here he goes. Outstanding. I'm Steve McQueen, and he's whoever that driver was. And we're just going to pull up to the next intersection here. I think it's probably Jean, Nevada. Oh, we got some good heavy rain over here. At least there's some entertainment with the rain coming down. Let me get behind my favorite truck here. Peggy Sue's Diner sign. South Point sign. Now, if someone could call the Nevada State Troopers or Highway Patrol and let them know that somewhere between Vegas and Jean, Nevada on the southbound lane, there's a car that went sliding off the road into the bushes there. Oh, that's coming down here now. Slow down a bunch here. Holy cow. I'm driving through a river right now. I'm hydroplaning right now, but I got control of it. Oh, wow. Flowing down to this lane. It's the only lane I can't take a chance of changing lanes. Holy cow. So if you're talking to the Highway Patrol about that incident, I can see the Jean, Nevada is probably about 5 miles in front of me. So tell them it's probably about 6 or 7 miles north of Jean on the southbound lane. This is exit 12, so probably around mile marker 17. Thank you, Donnie-O. I think we're coming to the other side of that cloud. This is that massive Chevron station here. 7 Magic Mountains. Alright, it's lightening up here, which is nice. But our plan is to turn around and head right back. I'm not sure they've opened Terrible's up. I think it's still closed. We're gonna do the U-turn here and head back to Vegas. It smells delicious out here with the rain and the dry ground and the pavement. It's one of my favorite smells, is that evaporating water from a rainstorm. All right, exit 12. We're going to let Dennis Weaver keep on going, or the driver, that is. Now, this is one of the smartest investments anyone's ever made, is this massive gas station here. As everyone gets stuck in traffic right here, for the next 12 miles. They've probably already been 5 or 6 mile backup by the time they get here on their way back to California on a Sunday. They probably do as much on a Sunday morning between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. or even 5 p.m. as they do the rest of the week altogether. Oh, big lightning and immediate thunder. For those of you who understand how lightning and thunder work, that was right on top of us. Got the wind blowing right behind us, coming in from behind now. And I'm gonna go, the flag man's gonna let me go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your work. Oh, that's coming down heavy behind me there. We're gonna head right back into that. We'll stay to the right so we have the safety lane there. Thank you, sir. Gas is only $4.65 a gallon here, so you're gonna pay a premium, almost $1 to fill up here versus southern part of Las Vegas there. So make your plans appropriately before you leave town. Fill up, because you're not gonna get very far on a Sunday morning. All right, back on to Interstate 15 northbound. Here we go. Appreciate y'all being here. If I was by myself, I probably wouldn't do this because I'd be afraid, but since y'all are in the car with me, this is gonna be okay. Diesel 389. How much is it where you're at? How much is gas now? Oh, here we go, back to the rain. Let's see if I can time the distance here. So I'm gonna hit the trip indicator, and when I see that accident, we'll see if I was close. 70 mile an hour speed limit here. We're gonna keep it 55 to 60. Controllable, and maybe down to 40 like we did during that other rain. Big desert rain. Sloan, 12 miles north. Oh, there we go. The wind with it. Oh boy. Oh, did you see that? Let me get that over that way. Impressive lightning. Hard to keep it on the road right now with the wind. Nice safety trick. Tip is to stay behind a big vehicle you can see, far enough that you can stop, safe enough that he'll guide you through the storm here. That's why I love truckers. That, and they bring us all our stuff too. That part too. Storm chasing, Nevada style. Big thunderhead south of Vegas. We're in the heart of it. We're heading back into the heart of it. Tim, how you doing? How'd JB do? Did he make his money back? This could be Vancouver, David. This definitely could be Vancouver. This is just a normal day up in the Pacific Northwest normally, right? All right, here's those signs we saw. I'm gonna go with less air conditioning, more blowing on the window. You didn't see? Oh, okay. He was doing a $600 book again. Excellent dude, Janice, a bunch of people were on there. I tried picking lucky numbers, I didn't get any. Oh, it's not too bad right here, but oh, look at this. What do we got? Someone pulled over? Okay. For some reason, I thought that was a big boat. Optical illusion. Oh, there goes the ambulance. Okay, they're right there. They're pulling off to where that accident was. Okay. What do we got going up here? Yep, there's the rescue vehicles. Thank you if you called it in. Stevie from Michigan. Hello, how you doing? So over here on the left side, this is where we saw the vehicle go off the road. And I appreciate y'all calling it in if you did. They've got the rescue teams here now. There's a truck. And then about a quarter mile behind here. You got a lucky number the other night in JBTV. That's awesome. Attaboy, Timo. How's the weather in West Virginia? All right, I'm going to pull back over to the slow lane. Some people say that's where I deserve to be. Oh, you got one on Cash or Crash Keno the other night too? Awesome. Rain fest now. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on, stay with me. There we go. We're back. You had a tornado pass here today? Oh, wow. In West Virginia? I guess you can have tornadoes in West Virginia. You guys can do anything you want. Okay, nice right here. Let the rain collect for a bit. Get all the bug juice off the windshield. Good time to not have a broken windshield. Call the friends at Safe Light. Come on, computer. If you're driving in from California, this is the way you would come in. The trees keep cutting out the service. 30 Celsius all week through there. Well, we should be back into service areas here soon. Yeah, all these trees, this scenery cutting out the service. We're going to go around our green truck friend here. If you're into traffic, if that's your thing, check out my old videos I did in Arizona. I did the driving the speed limit game, where I would drive the speed limit on the freeways and count the number of cars that drove by, angry, fast, fingers flying, all that. You do 65 in a 65 zone, everyone else is doing 100, 90. Yeah, tumbleweeds everywhere. Beautiful part of the world here. Big wind pushing me to the left, keeping it on the road here in the center. Pushing the storms on by. Come off of the lake, taking all the moisture out of the lake and dumping into the desert here. That's why the lake's empty. That and the billions of people drinking the water. Should be able to see Vegas here pretty soon. At least some portion of Vegas, and where it's getting dark. 7:30ish at night here, we'll start to see the lights coming on. Mountains are all over the place, so right on the right side of the road here, this one, you're a mile or two away. It's set back pretty big, but they're pretty tall. The really big mountains to the left and right are quite a ways off the highway. We're in a pretty good valley here. They're impressive. We do drive through some, I don't know what you call them when they dig out a mountain and put a road through it. We drive through a couple of those here. There's enough for a train tracks and another road between us and those mountains. The strip actually extends all the way down quite a ways here, all the way down to like Jean. Victoria checking in. Good to have you here. Thanks for checking in. We're pulling into Vegas from the south on Interstate 15. We've been through some heavy rain, and we're going to be pulling in just as all the lights come on. One of these Sundays, I'll do like every other YouTuber here in Vegas, and I'll do the what's the traffic like when you're leaving Vegas? And I'll start out actually down at State Line and drive back, and we'll see how long the backup is. I certainly don't want to be in the backup. That's, I guess that's an obligatory thing. I have to do that video. Otherwise, I'm not truly from Las Vegas. And yes, I'm new here, but I also was here before. Just had a 6-year period where I wasn't. A lot of things have changed, but much of it's still the same. So way off in the distance is North Las Vegas, Western Las Vegas mountains, and you can barely see them, but it's way over there. Thank you, David. Yeah, if you could drive for me, I'll take a nap. Bad floods in Arizona, but did it affect us? It didn't affect you at all. Okay. The floods in Arizona were spectacular. That's the other video that I really appreciated getting this last week, was sitting right there watching the lightning strike the neighborhood, knocking the power out. It was kind of scary, I won't lie, but I had to get to the airport and get my daughter. For 2 days, anytime anyone talked to me, I told them I almost died. They got tired of hearing that and they quit asking. Alright, rain's starting to pick up a little bit. We're coming in behind this storm cloud. Haven't seen any emergency vehicles on this side. The when flashing is not flashing. And there's some lightning over the hills there on the left. Looks like the rain did make its way into the Vegas Valley. If you're watching from Las Vegas and you have rain coming down, put in the chat where it's at and I'll try to sneak over there. If you're watching from some other part of the country, put your weather down there, but I just won't be able to make it tonight. $1 blackjack at the Oyo? There we go. That's a fun time. It's the old San Remo, the old Hooters. It's now the Oyo for On Your Own. All right, heavy wind all of a sudden. There we go. Could be because of the trucks. Wonder they got in the Amazon truck here. Wonder if that's my gimbal attachments. Maybe you can just follow me. The question is how long until that's actually an option. So kind of like they fly the drones from Florida to do the airstrikes overseas. Have a friend or call your loved one at home, instead of having a designated driver, have a designated drone driver. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Now look at this rain coming down. Look how thick it is coming down out of the sky into Las Vegas right now. Not sure if it's hitting the Strip or North Strip or any of those areas, but it is down south here. Our goal right now is to get to the Silverton. We're going to check out the fish for a minute. We'll jump back in and continue our storm chasing. I don't know if they've ever had a tornado in this part of the world. Get the dust devils all the time. David says it's probably around now that if you have enough money, like an Elon Musk. Exactly. Well, they do have the underground tunnel between the convention center and the New Resorts World and all that, but I think they actually have drivers in those cars. 8 years ago, everything was autonomous driving until several lives were lost, and then we haven't heard much about it since then. Back to the drawing board. Pretty hideous videos. People not come on, internet. Come on, internet. There it is. Tons of apartments going in here. Sorry about the buffering. It's several parts of this community where there's just dead zones. You see an airplane up in the sky. They're coming around the storm. They're still landing from east, looks like. Very windy. It's very windy over here. I feel like I'm a ship out on the ocean. rocking the boat. I don't want it to rock the boat, baby. 1974. Here's the south point, getting close to our exit. You're gonna want to see these fish. I guarantee you, if you like fish, you're gonna love it. If you've never seen stingrays or manta rays or whatever the oh, here we go. Okay, hello. Storm's coming. Oh, holy cow! Gust of wind almost threw me into the side there, and then that lightning strike. That was spectacular. So I've got an airplane on my left flying into the storm and now headed towards McCarran. Hopefully they can land. Oh my goodness. We're down to 45 for safety right now. Holy cow. Oh man. Well, I'm going to change plans again because I'm not getting out of my car with lightning like that. We're going to have to do the Silverton another time. We're going to keep looking at the weather here. I do not want to get struck by lightning. Oh, there we go. Let me get that up there for you. I do not want to get struck by lightning. Therefore, we will do this for a bit. That's right over Vegas right there. Guess there's some video of the stratosphere getting struck a few nights back. So I can get around this truck. Oh man, look at the debris. There's a pillow coming down the road there. Oh yeah, I don't know if they're not. There's the normal car wind and then there's the heavy wind. See stuff blowing at me. Oh yeah. We're gonna pull off here and watch the weather. And I may change my mind here in a few seconds. And I did. We're going back on. I'm a very indecisive storm chaser. Ooh, what's that? Oh, don't want to hit it. Yeah, super strong wind. Someone can get us a weather report and put it in the chat. That'd be awesome. We're just at the edge of it, and it has moved into the Vegas Valley here. Big lightning. North Las Vegas, Summerlin area. Be out there tomorrow. There we go. It's a mean electrical storm right now. Coming in from the south on Interstate 15. Earlier we were down in Henderson, got all the way down to Jean, Nevada, went through Sloan, Nevada. Got a big jet coming in from my left, rocking up and down. Can't tell what airline that is. Maybe it'll come into view here in the camera in a moment. Going real slow, comparatively. Oh, it's pulling up. It's aborting that landing. Look at that, he's pulling up, he's taking off. He was coming down and now he's going back up into the sky. That's an actual aborted landing right there because of the wind and lightning at McCarran Airport. He was in a full approach and now he's up and away. I don't know if I've seen anything like that in a while. Wow. Hold on here, sorry. Wow. Now he's flying into the storm though. I don't get that. Turn. Although he's probably got better radar than I do. That's amazing. final approach and took off. Now he's turning to the left. I'm going to circle around. I guess I'm going to miss the Thunderhead that way. Going to do one more pass around. Had a dark tail. I couldn't make out any insignia. Not sure what airline that was. It was a dark blue tail. Well, there's a few different airlines. I can still see him. The lights blinking up in the sky there as he turns to avoid the storm. We saw that lightning flash, and then we saw him abort the landing. All right, we're coming up on Russell Road, Frank Sinatra Drive in Tropicana. We'll see the Raiders Stadium. The nearest second option airstrip, Ontario, California, Phoenix, Tucson. For a plane that size, there's no way they're going into Flagstaff. San Francisco. Yeah, he's going left now. He's going towards California. He's way up there now. He'll probably just circle and hope the storm moves out. There's a lot of rain coming down on that side too. This is an impressive storm. Coming up on Mandalay Bay, Delano. We're gonna have the Raiders Stadium here to the left in a moment. It'll just be above the crack in the windshield. Appreciate y'all joining me here tonight. It's weather chasing in Las Vegas. So that plane is continuing to fly west. If this is a big enough storm where they can't land right away, sometimes they'll take the plane all the way back to their originating city. Or they'll just go park it somewhere, depending on how much fuel they have. That's one of those overseas flights, because that was a massive jet. They may just have to find something quick, but they always have those contingencies worked out. From inside knowledge of how airlines work, they're in good shape. Pretty good rain coming down. There's Allegiant Stadium on the left. They had a huge concert there a couple weekends ago, and once it was over, the entire stadium, for the most part, walked over to the Strip. Vegas, baby. My best Austin Powers. Las Vegas Metro Police is hiring. There's jobs there. Never a dull moment on that job. Slick wet roads. I'm going to pull over a lane. Start anticipating an exit so we can check out what's going on the Strip. Keep in mind we may lose a signal now and again on the Strip. It'll buffer a little bit amongst those tall buildings. Don't go anywhere. We'll keep you right here. Looks like that flight, we may change our mind, but that's our plan right now. May have missed our opportunity on this road already. Or not. Let's see what we got here. No, we missed it. So we have to let this guy behind me pass me. Get my signal on. No, I can't go that way. I guess the road ended, so there's no sense merging. And our next exit will be Flamingo. Big, big, dark, ominous clouds up there. Look at that. You see the under part of it rolling. That means the air is very unstable. As a former TV weatherman, I love this stuff. Although it's kind of easy. I did weather in the state of Alaska where there's a chance of snow every day, so pretty much right all the time. The Dump Harbor Island. Oh, you talk about the apartment complex, G-Money? It's still there, and we will drive down it. The Harbor Island Apartments, 1,000 units. And that was one, oh, I don't know, was that lightning or a sign? That could have been Celine Dion for all I know. I'm getting excited about the lightning, and it's probably Celine Dion. Yeah, the Harbor Island, they should have a police substation there. That was one actually that we're trying to transact earlier this year. The people that were trying to sell it couldn't make up their mind on pricing, would jump $10 million on a whim. Don't know if they ever did sell it. Yeah, I'm not going to get out of the car. I do not want to get hit, but we will certainly go down there and check it out. Flamingo East, there's Caesar's Palace. Looks like we have a green to turn lane here, so we're not going to stop so we don't get hit from behind. This should feed us right into the main road here. There we go. We'll go down Harmon first, and we'll come back. We're actually going to take Flamingo down to Koval, cut over, and check it out, since I know that way. There's actually older videos I did back in January that shows the Harbor Island. It shows the land next to it. It shows the old Fortune Hotel, which is now a Roadway Inn. That whole area at the time we're trying to sell it for about $350 million. It's several, I mean, I forget how many acres it was. It was a good deal at that point. Yes, the Ellis Island. Tell you what, if you're coming to Vegas and you have to do one thing that I recommend, the ribs at Ellis Island. You gotta go there for that meal. But definitely play with your player's card, get the $5 off. You can't get it to go, you have to eat it there. We may be turning, which is okay. We'll come back by Ellis. Oh, no, I can get over. Look at that. That's the old one click on the turn signal, get over because nobody's behind you trick. If you're playing the home game in your car, don't do that. There's people out and about walking still in the rain. There's Bally's on the right, Flamingo on the left, the Cromwell right there, upper scale. It's not coming down too hard here. Live in Las Vegas, enjoying the weather. The Death Star over to our left. Can't move the camera right now to show you, but we'll drive by it when we come back on Koval the other way. Go down by the Top Golf and make a left. That'll get us down. Cromwell. Yeah, it used to be a lot of things. But they've really done a great job with it. It really upscaled it. It's really top. Oh, damn! Just about an accident. Things have changed since 09. I was here from 09 to 14, and even since 14, it's changed quite a bit. Almost 15, but 2014. Had to go work a hotel in Houston. Then I went to New York for a while, then to Salt Lake City. Sign, give me the signal. 70 checking in. Now, I just turned this way and saw some big light again. That's the south side. Give me a signal. Give me a signal. There we go. Left on Harmon. I've even got the inner. Apologize about that. We're going to blame it on the rain and on Millie and Vanilli. G-Money, good advice. If you hear pop, 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 and it's not 4th of July or New Year's, duck and go. It's a rough area. It's right by the new Virgin Vegas across from the Alexis Park. There's a Club Wyndham over here. There's a lot of great stuff, and then there's the area that hasn't really been renovated or updated for many years. We'll give it a once through here. The Travel Weather Chasing Keno Gaming Watch Accident channel. officer. It's not when you want to run a red light right there. All right, all right, all right. Another cop. They're everywhere in Vegas. That's why they're hiring. All right, we're on Harmon. You see the Virgin down at the far end on the left. The Harbor Island will be before that. I feel like I need to put on my favorite music, hunker down in my seat. Try not to be noticed here. Harbor Island. Officer. Here's the harbor. Hopefully this is the entryway. Tours by request. That's what we do here at Cash or Crash. There's the spillway, so we can only go to the right. I guess we have to circle around. What are we doing here? Stop. ID check required. But they're not here. So we're gonna go this way. It's nice that they have the ID check location there. So this spillway right here is the one that would always flood the Hard Rock and the Atrium Hotel. Doesn't have much water in it here, but also this is where a lot of people live underneath the ground here in Vegas during the heat of the summer, and in the wintertime there's whole communities down there that just the other day we drove by and we saw them with all their possessions and all their stuff outside of the drainage area. But you can see, or actually you can't see, but there's water, standing water there right now in that whole drainage area. Here's the beautiful Harbor Island, about 1,000, it's like 990 units. Exterior corridor. Very limited covered parking. If you have a cool $120 million, I know who to introduce you to. All right. Close to the Strip. So if you live here, you have a chance to walk to work. One of our locals. Wave to the camera. Nope. I just realized I wasn't paying attention to my gas gauge. I should probably pay attention to my gas gauge. We were all the way down to almost California. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go back the other way. We'll go by the Death Star. I need to know what it's, someone told me it's a Madison Square Garden type thing going on by the Palazzo and the Venetian in that area over on Sands Boulevard, but it looks like a big ball. So they call it the Death Star. They're putting the white panels around it. Let's see if we can get this gentleman to move. Oh yeah, made it in and out. Okay, sorry about that. I was just wiping the camera there. And go. All right, no gunshots, no danger, no damage. It's quite pleasant. Got the high roller lights on now, or most of them. Top one's not on right now, unless that's how they do it. So you get the view. You see the Cosmopolitan off in the distance. The PH, Planet Hollywood. That was rumored to be for sale as well. Everything here is rumored to be for sale, always. All right, we're gonna go back down this way. We did lose signal moments ago going down this road, so hopefully we won't now. We'll also keep an eye on this family here so we don't kill anybody. Oops, sorry. And 6.5. I don't know that I can actually go here. All right, I'm gonna Back it up for this guy. I think he's going across. After you, sir. Here's the high roller. Oh, it looks like some of the lights are out. Interesting. Unless you're able to turn it out, it got hit by lightning, but you never know. Don't want to start any rumors. Got the Ellis Island again here on the right. Wynn and Encore directly in front of us. Hopefully we'll be able to see this. Oh, you can see, you can kind of see it off in the distance there. That dark circular dome part is the top of the Death Star. Bit of lightning. Corner of Flamingo and Koval if you're playing the home game. You know, some of those motorhomes, they've got the entire country and they put the state down, the magnet state to show where they've been. We play the home game where you can keep track of the roads we drive on and the things that we see. We're going to do Las Vegas bingo as soon as we can figure out how to create the bingo cards. We'll put down on the bingo cards different things you can see in Vegas, and as we do our drives, you can play the home game. Pedestrians, no masks, out in the rain. 12:01 in the morning is when the mask mandate goes in. Come on now. Give me that internet. There we go, we're back. There's newer areas, older areas. Just be very diligent if you're gonna come out here. Do your homework. All right. We may lose signal back here too because of the tall buildings, so just stay with me. Off to the right here. Get some clearing, we'll be able to see. And we're gonna head down by the convention center, go over by Resorts World, check it out. Oh, big building in the way there. We'll come around. Koval is a good road to get around the strip in that area. If the traffic's backed up on the strip, you can use Koval on this side or Dean Martin on the other side of the freeway. Shoot back and forth. Resorts World is very YouTuber friendly, is what I've heard. I have never been in there. I will probably eventually get in there. I'm waiting for people to come to town that say they want to go to Resorts World before I make that trip. I'm not a big parking lot and walk kind of guy. There's the Death Star. Big round stadium thing stuff. I don't know if that's the official term, but that's what I call it. So what do we got here? We got construction traffic again, unusual for Vegas. Sarcasm is free on this channel. No additional charge. I can't go left. Interesting. G-Money says, I was playing Texas Hold'em poker at the Flamingo the night the Stardust got imploded. Everyone, oh, cool. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to G-Money yet, do that. Appreciate that. Also check out its JBTV, one of our partners in success here. Excellent dude. Mainly loves slots. Halo Keno, she'll be out here. So JB got 270 back on a 600. Ouch. He's about 140 subscribers away from 1,000. So since he didn't make money on the scratching, why doesn't everybody go over there and subscribe real quick? Help a brother out. Jazzy J Slots got a great channel. Check her out. Love her content. Number 70. Playing Kitty Glitter the other day and hit a jackpot on it. I don't know that I've ever played Kitty Glitter. It must be, he said it was an older game. I saw Angry Cats at the Native American show, gaming show the other day. So in between the Wynn and Encore, you can see the top of Resorts World there and all the lights flashing. Meow. I have an idea for a slot machine that if I can get anyone to listen to me, I think will be a big hit, and it has to do with pets. I'm sure someone's already thought of it, but you know, there's nothing new in the world anymore. Okay, big raindrops coming down. And we're gonna end up back on the strip because we cannot go right there. We'll end up over by the Resorts World anyway, one way or the other. Rain's starting to pick up. Live in Las Vegas, Cash or Crash, Keno and weather. Keno and travel. I don't know the roads well enough. That was lightning. Guy coming in hot behind me, but I'm going to move over. Coming in hot. Driving too fast on wet roads, but that's okay. Lots of honking going on. That's awesome. A couple nights ago, we were driving around. There was no noise. It was completely quiet. Still quiet. Okay, what do we got going here? Backed up traffic. Do we want to enter that? Sure we do. Oh, Don Barnhart, Delirious Comedy Club. It's time to laugh at the Downtown Grand. So Don Barnhart, was it him or his father that wrote for Saved by the Bell? I can't remember. But we had Don Barnhart play at the Clarion Comedy Club. It's good to see he's got his thing going on. All right, there's nobody moving here, so do we pull out? We do. We'll try a different way. Usually there's some movement and it's worth going, but there's something going on. Oh, they're combining all the lanes down to one right there. Dave wants to know if he missed anything. He went and got dinner, dishes, cleanup. Yeah, there was that the fight with the bear and the pedestrian. That was you missed that. You can go back and watch that one. And then of course when the alien ship picked up the SUV in front of us and then dropped it after it got up about 3 feet, you missed that. And then I pulled up to an intersection and a guy with a cardboard sign actually handed me $100, and you missed that. So you can go back and watch it later. It says right lane closed ahead here on my right, so we're not going that way. We're going to go through the other way. I don't even know which way we're going now. So I'm gonna pull this out and get a look down the strip. These are the folks coming this way. Thanks, Donio. Go do some dishes again. Oh man, I need to wear my glasses. I'm not doing dishes again. You missed all the fun stuff. You did. So I went from a non-moving lane to a non-moving lane. This is Las Vegas, and there are people. There's some showgirls across the street there. Now still getting their photo taken. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. If the sun was up, I'd know my way around here a little bit better. I don't want to go in the parking garage. There's a way to go behind Circus Circus and all that up here. And if I see it, I will. In fact, this is it right here. So we're going to go behind Circus Circus, behind the Fashion Center Mall. I don't know if there's internet back here, so stay with me. Don't give up. We will reconnect on the other side, but I think we'll be okay. Since we didn't get on the strip, we'll go around this way. This is also a designated non-family friendly area back here. The other side of Vegas. We've almost been doing this for 2 hours now. This has been fun. Appreciate y'all being here. think for my YouTube non-censoring stuff, I'll turn this to the right. We'll focus on the Nordstrom's parking lot as we drive down this road. I got not a strike, but I got a warning the other day because a vehicle with an advertisement pulled in front of me about making a phone call to have some friendship show up to your hotel room. And I had to actually bleep out that portion of the video. I had to blur it out and put music over it. Much like the other day, we had a Fleetwood Mac song on that one video where I hit the 5 out of 5 and had to cover that. I did get some complaints on the music, so I selected some new music today. But I didn't want to cut that out because that's where I hit the 5 out of 5. Huge lightning in North Las Vegas, Summerlin area. If you're watching from there, let me know if you're getting rain, thunder, lightning. Almost want to jump on the freeway and go out there, but I don't think we will. I'm gonna head down. Which road is this? This is not the road I want to be on. The mask outside is not required there, but if that's what he wants to do for safety, then more power to him. God bless everybody and how you take care of yourself and your family. Here's Resorts World from the backside. On this road, it's one of the many backsides you can see. Here's Circus backside. You can see the new JW gonna go in. It's dark right now, the old Drew. All right, I think we can show forward now. Cash or Crash Keno, your travel escort here in Las Vegas. When you're coming to town, if you would like, send me an email. The email information's in the details below, or put it in the chat, and I'll be happy to share with you tips and tricks and places and things that I like to do. They may or may not be your cup of tea, but certainly happy to share with you what I've done and what I like to do. Maybe it's something you'll enjoy. Eventually, we're going to put a tour thing together with a couple partners where they're going to bring folks in, give them the full, here's the 7 things you have to do in Vegas trip. We'll let everyone know about that. Here's Circus Drive. We're going to jump back out this way. This will be fun. Here. Big empty buildings with no internet blocking the signal. Come on, there we go. Got past all the big empty buildings with no internet that was blocking the signal. And if that's the second time you hear me say that, let me know in the chat, because that means you can hear me when I get a gray screen versus the reconnect screen. So I had a gray screen there and I said that twice. Once with the gray screen and once when it came back on. You can help me out with the production value here. You can hear? Okay, good. G-Money, thank you. Beautiful Sahara. Used to have a great poker room. I enjoyed it because it was run down, a lot of locals, occasional altercation, but it was great poker, great Texas Hold'em tournaments. It was so much fun. There's a new poker room there. It's not the old one. I mean, you do a Texas Hold'em tournament with 200 players, $60 buy-ins, 15, 20 deep in the prize pool, rebuys for an hour. So much fun. Occasional dispute over things. People would argue that someone bluffed, like that was a thing you could argue. One time, guy flipped his cards. I was going head-to-head with a guy, and he flips his cards early, and I saw he had 3 5s. And I had nothing, but on the board, on the flop, was 2 jacks. And so he had a full house. And I acted like I didn't know I was playing poker, and so I asked the dealer, I said, well, I know he flipped him early, but if I know I can beat him because I have 2 jacks in my hand, can I still bet? And everyone had to start laughing and have a conversation of it. The dealer goes, you can do whatever you want. And I said, oh, okay. And then I just bet like double his bet. I didn't go all in. And the guy folded his hand right away because he thought I had quad jacks. I had absolutely nothing in my hand. I was playing the jacks on the board. That was a fun one. I hope he's not watching this broadcast because he'll probably be a little sore about that right now. All right, we've made it through the strip area. We're going back into the arts district here. I always like playing like I had no idea what I was doing. It worked for a while till people started recognizing me, in the sense of you've been here before, not that they had any idea who I was. But I'd walk over from the Greek Isles that we were managing, the Clarion there, over to the Riviera and play that room a lot. And sometimes there's a big turnout, sometimes there's only 12 or 15 people. I was able to take down an entire tournament in less than an hour one time, just going all in, all in, all in. So they started a different tournament, and then I got beat real bad in that one. They were onto my scam. I'd play against some locals at the Palace Station one time in their poker room, just playing live cash poker. And I didn't realize you could lose $300 that fast. Yeah, it was another amateur player, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, he bought into it. Plus, I believe he was enjoying some of the complimentary beverages that are served at the casinos. I would always call for the waitress to come on by, not because I wanted anything, but I wanted to make sure everyone else got greased up pretty good there. So there's a brewery row down here now. There's a bunch of independent breweries. Tina, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Here in the Arts District, because there's a whole row of like every bar brews their own beer. It's fantastic. Lots of stuff. The First Friday's coming up next week. This place is going to be jamming. We will be live here during First Friday next Friday, so make your plans now. And we will be walking, talking, doing our thing. It's a full-on carnival, full-on zoo. Outstanding. And it'll be fully face masked, I'm sure. Well, not fully, because it is outside mostly. There's lots of decks and patios, and they put out chairs and tables out onto the sidewalks and shut down the main roadways. It's pretty much a walking area. Getting ready for an intermission coming up here in a few moments. With our intermissions, what we do is I got to go take a small little break, and I'm not going to take the camera with me. And we're going to let you sit there and look at some stuff while I do that. And you're welcome to stick around or go use your facilities, get a snack, check on the kids, let the dog out, all that kind of stuff. That's coming up here in a couple moments once we get across this light. Good night, G-Money. Thanks a lot. Get some rest. Probably got to work tomorrow. It is Friday tomorrow after all. Can't believe it's only Thursday. This is fun. It's good to see the city still active on a rainy night. But at 12:01 in the morning, at midnight, the strike of midnight 01, the new laws go into effect. And it's masks for everyone inside, regardless. Folks here on the Deuce, they're all masked up. Most of them. Car still in the intersection, blocking traffic. Horns are going. Everyone being courteous. Here we go. If I come out and there's only 2 or 3 people watching, that'll give me a clue that this was not a good idea to stop for a few moments. But if for some reason you're all still hanging out, that'll be fun. Look at all this traffic here, or these parking folks checking out. These places look abandoned during the daytime, but at night, stuff going on. I'm going to pull in front of this red vehicle here, and you get a chance to see the plaza, the Circa, and other things going on in this area. This is downtown Arts District. And I will be back in less than 5 minutes. This is intermission time at Cash or Crash. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we are back. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I feel like a dog sitting in the back and waiting for my master to return. There we go. Okay. Someone stole the car. You guys are funny. See, I don't even need to be here. You guys can amuse yourselves. That's awesome. All right, we are back. We are getting ready to head a couple different directions. We're going to end up in Henderson at the Sunset Station at some point here. That's the ultimate goal. You can take the long way and check out the neighborhoods. Actually, someone took the car. Got pretty good insurance on it, except for the window, of course. Oh, all right. Here we are, part 2. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Appreciate you being here. We're close to 1,400 subscribers. It was 1,385 before we started this. We are in a membership drive for the Cash or Crash Club. The membership, we just added the lowest level that you can add according to what I saw, which is $1.99 a month. And what that does is we get about half of that, but that goes to support the channel, to pay for gasoline, pays for the gaming, pays for the equipment that we have to buy. It helps out. We get a small amount of money from the ad revenue right now. We're hoping to grow that. Merchandise. I got my kids working on some stuff for us. My daughter with some design, and my older son with some t-shirts and things that they're working on. So once that becomes available, we'll let you know about that. We'll do all the same things everyone else does, but we also want to provide you quality entertainment, good time, friendly amongst each other. None of the shenanigans from the other night. And my ultimate goal is to, once we get our hotel open down here, become that headquarters for all the YouTubers that want to hang out, refresh, park, charge up their gear, walk the strip, walk the Fremont Street, whatever it might be. We want to be that central location and just become very YouTube friendly. We're going to go a different route that we normally do. We usually go behind the Circa and the whole thing, and we lose signal there. So we're going to turn here on Bridger, go in front of the Gold Nugget. Had a video the other day. I was downtown here. Johnny Moreno checking in. DJ Johnny Vibe. Gonna book you out here, man. Get your music ready. We're gonna book you. I told the owner about you today and how you come out to Vegas and play clubs, and you're Houston bound or Houston based, and you've been all over the place. And so we're gonna find a time to get DJ Johnny Vibe out here for our opening week or month or whatever it is, and it's gonna be fun, man. Thanks for checking in. You got stuff on YouTube that people can check out? If so, let them know. Forgot what I was saying, but I'm sure it was very inspirational and pontificating. My thoughts out there. Got the D over here to the left. That's what I was talking about. Came down here, parked. I wanted to do the Fremont thing. Get free parking if you play at the D. So I've got my membership, my club member there. They stamped my parking pass. I went walked the strip a little bit, the Fremont thing. But before I did that, I had $10 in free play, and I was able to turn that into 31 bucks playing a game I'd never played before. Totally down for it. Cool. Excellent. Oh, did I just kill the... Oh, please. There we go. I hit a button and the screen went different. Report. No, I don't want to report it. Don't want to report myself. All right. Technology glitch there. Hopefully you guys still there. This will take us down by the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop again. I think we always end up there. I'm going to take... actually, I don't think we'll go there because we're going to end up by Fremont. We're going to take Fremont eastbound by all the old hotels that Tony saved from Zappos. His group actually bought all of them and were fixing them up before he passed away. Bunch of bars and restaurants and clubs and everything down that way. That's also down by the praying mantis at the container park that we went by the other day. And hopefully it'll be blowing fire out today. I have yet to see that live. I was watching like on Treasure Island, there's a cam that's on 24 hours a day since April at least. And I was looking at the flames coming out of the volcano at the Mirage. It was pretty cool. There's so many great YouTubers and vloggers and bloggers here. So much great stuff to watch. Bror Frederick was on yesterday. If you haven't seen his channel, the guy's fantastic. He was actually at a 99-cent store, and it was one of those starstruck moments. I happened to be in the area, so I actually pulled into the 99-cent store because I wanted to say hey, you know, when he was done. You know, I'm just a small YouTuber and he's a superstar. But then I got caught up in buying 99-cent stuff. I ended up loading up my fridge with luncheon meats and cheeses and chips, and I got some flavors for water and all kinds of stuff. Some pistachios, bags of pistachios for just $1. It was great. Never did get a chance to say hey. Plus, it's kind of a stalker move on my part anyway, so, you know. East Fremont is looking pretty good. It's, I have to visit Ferguson's Motel next time I'm there. I remember in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, there was one time, for whatever reason, it was late at night, late, you know, for Arizona, 7 or whatever, and I drove all the way up here with no hotel reservation just because I wanted to do it, and I ended up at one of these Fremont hotels for $9. Les says Roar was live tonight. Oh, cool. The dude gets everywhere. There's, you know, him, Jacob's Life in Vegas, Vegas to Cali, Not Leaving Las Vegas. So many great channels here. I need to meet Bob Dingo. That's one of my bucket list things, is to meet Bob Dingo and his mom. What do I think of the new Virgin? I love the new Virgin hotel. I'm a big fan of the building. I'm a big fan of the brand. I'm a big fan of the ownership, the management groups. Don't know much about the gaming side of it. Mohegan Sun is the gaming company there. But the rest of it, I'm a big fan of it. I know it got some early bad press or something, but it's done very nice. The casino's wide open. It's bright. It's got all the games you want. The people are very friendly. It's unfair to judge a hotel when it first opens because it's all new staff, all new people. The place had been closed for over a year, so they had to retrain everyone with all new ideas. It's a Hilton branded property. It's a soft brand, a curio collection. So you got that going for you. But I'm a big fan of the Virgin, and there's plenty of free parking. There's no resort fees. And when you get to the front desk, tell them Cash or Crash Keno sent you, and they're going to look at you like you're nuts. They don't know me, but I know them. There's a Heart Attack Grill on the left side. We were driving by yesterday, I think it was, and someone said, what does it say there about eating free? If you're over 350 pounds, you eat free at the Heart Attack Grill. There's something to aspire to. This door here, the downtown door that's not really there on the right where the guys just passed, so just kind of a door. There's the most awesome club behind that. And it's just a whatever door, just right there. There's a full-on club behind that that's just outstanding that only you know about right now. I'm not even sure if they're open right now. But back in the day, that was one of those places that when we had to take people around town, you know, take us to something unique, that was a place that we would go to. And it was just one of those where you had to knock a certain way on the door and they'd open the door and in you go. Not sure what it is now. This is the East Fremont Street area. I don't want to get any of this music on, but you can definitely see it. I would love to share a meal with Dingo and his mom. In fact, we'll invite all these folks out for food once we get our restaurant and everything open. That'd be great. I mean, what a great deal there. I'm a big Bob Dingo fan. There's the praying mantis. There's the container park. Does it make your car a special car or more valuable to have the two-colored paint on it like that? I know, like with Mustangs, you get the Shelbys or the McLarens. They sometimes have the double paints and things like on it. So this is a Chevy in front of us. Does that mean it's a special car other than it's really freaking cool? Or is that a Pepsi promo car? Container park. So if you have $2.5 million and you're saying to yourself, I really need to invest in a property that needs to be fixed up, you think it's going to be super slow for the weekend because of the mask mandate? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Before they relaxed, this place was jamming. In fact, you know, it's just another part of Vegas. It's another thing. You can't wait to take your picture and do your selfies in your mask because you were downtown motel. It's open. Well, that's pretty darn cool. All right, one of these days we're going to walk that. That's going to be, he's an old white guy walking by himself in the dark of night in Las Vegas. What could possibly go wrong? If you have $2.5 million, there's a hotel up here that is not open right now. It is one that there's money from the city and there's money from the state to the tune of about $180,000 or $190,000 that the new owner would get. Oh, we gotta wait here. She's crossing in front of us. Go ahead. After you. Take your time. There we go. Fremont's the other way. Anyway, this hotel, there's like $100,000 to redo the original sign. There's $90,000 to put into fixing it up. You need to take one of the rooms and just turn it into a, I think it's a double right now. It needs to become a single because it's blocking an alleyway and they didn't have a permit to do that. It's a historic site and there's a master lease waiting for it. The government here will rent it from you the moment you're open and have permits to occupy it, and they will put veterans into this building. The problem is you need $2.5 million to do it, but once you got that, you have guaranteed income for several years. So, but if you're interested, let me know. I know a guy. I can introduce you to another guy. I don't even need a cut of it. It'd be nice to get a little taste, but I don't need it. I just want to help downtown Vegas. When they cross the street like that and then they look at you like you're the idiot